Hi everyone, welcome to Rachelpichleryoga. My name is Rachel. Today we're going to be creating flexibility throughout our back. So if you happen to have a block or a book that you could grab it now. And if not, that's cool too. Find a little bit of space to move. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and let's get started. So we're going to begin today laying down. If you do have a block or a book that you can lay on, I'm going to get you to use that prop. And if you don't have anything, you can lay flat on your back. But if you've got a block or a book, it might have a couple different heights that you could work with, but I want it to be underneath your upper back, kind of under your chest. So it's going to be creating a little bit of a back bend. And if you're laying on a nice hard block like I am, ooh, it's kind of like a nice massage. It just kind of pushes into your back and feels really good and can be kind of uncomfortable at times if you are new to laying on the block. But I want you guys just to get a little comfy to start here. Do whatever you'd like with your legs. Maybe make a diamond shape, resting your arms at your sides, or just take a few moments just to settle in. And if you're laying nice and flat on your back right now, just let your entire spine be heavy. Closing your eyes. Taking a few nice big breaths. Just kind of start to tune out any noises that might be going on around you. Finding from some stillness throughout the body, perhaps. And pretty much just trying to let go of whatever it is that might be on your mind. Just notice how you're feeling today. And soften your shoulders a little more. And just feeling the air coming into the body and then coming back out. I want you to take another 2, maybe 3 full cycles of breath. Maybe putting some effort into taking some nice big inhales and big exhales. And I want you just to slowly start to bring your knees together and plant your feet on your mat. If you are laying on something, just lift up a little bit, take that item out from under you, move it to the side, and we're gonna lay nice and flat on our back one more time. Or now. So just kind of bringing the low back to the mat, maybe doing a little rock side to side. If you were laying up on something, you might want to give that low back a little massage. We're going to start to reach our arms out nice and wide and take a twist from here. So you can let your knees fall over to the left side. Maybe try and stack those knees on top of one another, or even cross the legs if you really want to go for it. And if you've got a nice big space between your knees, maybe a pillow or your block or your book can rest between the legs or even under the knees. Again, trying to get a little comfy, but also feeling a nice twist all throughout the back, all the way up the spine. And then let's take just a few nice big breath here. And I forgot to mention, but just check on your right shoulder. Make sure the shoulder's nice and heavy. connected to the ground. And before you start to move, I want you to take another full breath here. An inhale and exhale. And then use an inhale to lift your legs, your knees back up. Bring the low back all the way down to the mat. Take a moment if you'd like, but reset. Keep those shoulders down, maybe reaching the arms out to the sides, and then your knees can come over to the right side. Just take the same variation with your legs. If you cross them, stack them, put a block between them. Find your twist. Notice if this side feels a little different than the other. Maybe it's the same. And then let's just breathe a little deeper. And taking that last full breath before you start to move. And using an inhale to lift the legs, the knees all the way back up. Feet to the mat, low back to the mat. You can do a little rock side to side if you want to give your low back a little massage. Or you can start to pull your knees towards your chest. We're going to rock forwards, up and back a few times just to massage the spine. So if you're on a nice hard surface, you can skip this if your spine does not enjoy it. But if you're able to rock a few times, just kind of think about giving your spine a massage. Rock as fast, as slow as you would like. And we're going to be coming all the way up onto our hands and knees. So make your way onto your hands and knees when you're ready. Either rocking all the way up or rolling to the side. But find your way onto your hands and knees. We're going to do one more twist. So the same thing, but laying on our stomach. So bring your knees over to the left side of your mat. Squeeze kind of the thighs, the knees together, and then drop the right hip down. So now we can reset the legs. So I want your knees kind of coming out from the hips, ideally stacking your legs on top of one another. And then we're going to try to bring our chest down to the mat. So just kind of think about twisting here. Dropping the chest all the way down. You can rest your left cheek if you want to get into the neck, or maybe it's better if you rest the right cheek. But you can kind of play with that. And then just try to relax your arms and your shoulders. Those of you that want a little extra, maybe you were crossing your legs when we were laying on our back, you can actually cross your legs in this one too. Feel the twist, maybe a lower body stretch. There's a few places, a lot of places that you can feel this one. Nice job. You guys won't stay too terribly long in this one. Sometimes it's not as comfortable for some people. So when you're ready, just bring your hands to the mat floor, your mat, and push your chest up. Maybe take a second here, enjoy that twist, and then you can lift your hips up. Bring your knees back to the mat. Start to walk them over to the right side. Let the left hip come down. Reset your legs. Try and stack the knees. Remember, the knees are trying to come straight out from the hips. And then taking your chest and trying to bring it all the way down to the mat. Cross your legs if you want it. Ooh. And then pick whatever cheek you'd like to rest. Maybe it's better for the chin to come down. And try to resist holding your upper body up and just let your arms and your shoulders relax. Nice job, you guys. When you're ready, slowly start to lift the chest, the upper body, then the hips, bringing your knees back to the middle of your mat. If you want to take your hips for a little rock side to side, go for it. If you'd like to take a moment in child's pose, you can go there as well, sending your hips back, maybe reaching your arms out nice and long, creating some length of the spine. And just using an inhale if you're in child's pose to start to lift back up onto your hands and knees. So we're going to tuck our toes under and lift up one downward facing dog. Not here very long, so take a second, maybe pedal the feet a little bit. But using an inhale, start to look forwards between your hands, and exhale. Walk your feet all the way to the top of your mat. So bringing your feet out about hip width apart. We're going to bend our knees and take a standing forward folds here. So your arms can dangle. Maybe you want to hang onto the back of your legs, give yourself a little hug, but think about taking all that weight out of that low back. The upper body's heavy, your head is super heavy, maybe giving the legs a little hug, and just fold forwards. You can keep the nice big bend in the knees, or if your hamstrings allow you to find some length, you can start to straighten them. But we want to find that nice release for that low back here. Awesome job, you guys. So while we're here, I just want you to bring your fingertips towards the floor. We're going to take one half lift. So you're going to start to lift your upper body and try to find a nice flat back, a nice flat spine. Bring your hands to your shins. Lift the chest a little more. Gaze forward just slightly. Stick your butt out. Try and get a hamstring stretch. Take one more inhale. And exhale. Fold back down. Let your head be really heavy. Nice job, you guys. You can start to plant your hands on your mat, so bend your knees enough so that you can bring your hands down, and then just start to walk your your feet all the way back into your downward facing dog. Take a nice big inhale and exhale. Lower your knees to the mat. We're going to slide forward and lay on our stomach, but stay on your forearms. Bring the hips down, Sphinx pose, tucking your elbows right under your shoulders, palms facing down, spread your fingers wide. Take an inhale, grow a little taller as you push into the forearms and pull the shoulders away from the ears. So you can look down, you can look up. If you want a little extra, just kind of zip your legs together. If you want a little less, bring your feet out wider. Soften your glutes. Staying nice and active through that upper body. So continuously pushing the forearms into the mat, dropping the shoulders, feeling this all through that low back, maybe the mid back, maybe even the upper back if you're lucky. Nice, you guys. Feel free to stay up. We're going to do 2 sets. Take one more inhale if you want to break though. And use an exhale to lower your chest. Just take a second. Maybe rock the hips side to side a little bit. If it's too much, you can skip the second set. If you want to come back, find those forearms again. Tuck your elbows right under your shoulders so they're nice and close to you. You can stay on the forearms or you can join me in seal. Bringing your hands out a little wider, but one palm distance. Elbows are still tucked in for now, and then you're going to lift the forearms up. The shoulders like to creep towards the ears, but pull them down now. Oh, feel that nice feeling, that nice love through the back. Let your hips be heavy. Try and soften your glutes. Keep dropping the shoulders. To say this feels pretty darn good after canoeing for 5 days. Nice job, you guys. Take another inhale And an exhale. Slowly let the chest come down. Rock the hips side to side a little if you would like. And then bringing your hands under your shoulders. We're just going to push ourselves up onto our hands and knees and have a seat. So crossing your ankles, sit down, and then bring your legs out in front. So you can start by keeping the legs nice and bent here. We're just gonna wanna hug the knees. So if you wanna hang on to the back of your legs, you can. Just think about giving your legs a nice hug. And if you want, or if your legs allow you to, start to walk the heels away, coming into more of a forward fold. If your arms are under your legs and they kind of get in the way, feel free to take them out. Maybe now you're just in a forward fold. Or maybe your knees are still really bent and you're just hugging your knees. Either way, wherever you are, I just want you to take an inhale and try to lengthen your spine, lift your chest a little more. And as you exhale, hug the knees or tip forward a little bit more. Take an inhale, lift the chest back up, find the length through the spine. And exhale. Release. Another inhale here. Lengthen, lift, and exhale. Awesome work, you guys. Just a few more breaths here. Feel free to stay nice and still or come with me. Take another inhale. Lengthen. Lift the chest and exhale. Inhale. Lengthen. And exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Awesome work, you guys. Use an inhale. Start to let go of your legs. Lift your upper body all the way up. Sit tall. So good. Bringing your hands to your hips. And then we'll lay all the way down. Nice and graceful. Roll all the way down onto your back. Taking a few breaths here in. Well, you could come into Shavasana, send everything out long. If you want to come into Supta Baddha Konasana, maybe make a diamond shape with your legs again. Feel free to grab your block or your book and put it under your upper back. Really, whatever comfy pose, position you would like to take for these last few moments of our class today. Just close your eyes. Relax your body. Find some stillness as you just keep any thoughts that want to come onto your mind off to the side just a little longer. And as always, I encourage you guys to stay here for as long as you have time for. And I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for practicing with me. And until next time, namaste.